And we are back. Malo alele, te lofa lava, bulavanaka, kia ora koutou, and welcome to Bay Chat 2025 representative scene. We have got a bumper of a show for you today. We are talking all things volcanics, all things steamers, and what's coming up for Bay Rugby for the 2025 representative season. I'd like to welcome in today's guest of the show, Volcanics coach Ryan Stefano. Come on in, Ryan. To love it, brother. To love it. Great to have you on the couch.
Thank you, bro.
We've been working on getting you out here, and the season is now almost ready to kick off. You're new to Bay Rugby this time. So can you tell us a little bit where you've come from, where'd you go to school, and who'd you play for down in where you come from?
I don't know if I remember it, but thanks very much, Marco, for having me on. It's a privilege to be on Bay Chat and to reach our community. I'm from Wellington, born and raised. Moved up here around 4 years ago, but just been here for the last 2 years full time. Moved up here following my wife. She works locally full time, so yeah. Moved to the beautiful Bay and now here. Played for Marison Pets. Little plug there, and yep. Got to don some of the Wellington jerseys, and
Nice.
I don't talk about myself too much about rugby, but pretty much a student of the game, and just blessed to be here as a Volcanics coach and help grow the game here in the Bay.
Good work. You mentioned your wife. You're being real modest. You said she works here. What does she actually do, mate?
Yeah, she's actually the real rugby player in our relationship. She's an elite player. She's won 2 gold medals at the Olympics. I think a silver medal. She's one more decorated than me anyway. She won a few World Cups. Yeah, she's off to the World Cup this year. Her name's Teresa Fitzpano and Nee Fitzpatrick. And yeah, just blessed to call her my wife.
Nice. Big shout out, Teresa, if you're watching. Hopefully Ryan's told you he's coming on here live. So big shout out to you and all the best for that tour, that campaign, that big cup, Nancy, that we want to come back to NZ. Right, how's the preparations been? We've just finished the Baywide Women's Club Rugby. How's that been looking for you?
Yeah, it was a good comp this year. I think majority of it, Normatel had led the way, and then Rangatau in the final, pretty much like the season, they finished strong and come up to win. So it was a pretty cool final. And then Waka taking it out on the bottom there, on the championship side, against a strong Te Puna side. But it's good. It's in good health. We ran a few wider squad sessions, and we got to see some of the players we wouldn't normally see for club rugby. And then we've just had a couple of weeks of preparation, just really focusing on just connection and getting to know each other.
Yep.
And just getting our culture right from the start. So.
Nice. And from what you've seen so far, good talent across the Bay, right across the Bay?
Yeah, talent's unreal, and haven't been able to get right across the Bay yet, but just been trusting my scouts. But the talent's really good here. Everyone's keen to dig in and work hard, and I think it's just about establishing a good environment so they can come in and thrive.
Yeah, and Bay is a huge region, as you probably already found out. So people coming from all lengths of the place. So any golden nuggets that you've found from somewhere like Ruatoki, maybe Opotiki? Have you spotted any gold nuggets coming out of those little regions?
Yeah, I guess quite similar coming from Wellington. We have 3 regions as well. We have 3 regions down there. But I guess the travel is the difference. So the biggest challenge here is the geographical challenge. Yeah, just trying to get round to Ruatoki and Opotiki and down to Central Bay there, which is all an hour and a half travel, and some travel even 2.5 hours. So there's gems out in Ruatoki, even down in Opotiki and Tongariro as well. So it's been good to see some of the talent that come out of those regions. They're just natural, and I think they just grow up playing out the backyard with their brothers.
Nice.
Have a natural flirty nature about them. So.
Awesome. You talk about travel. What does training look like for the girls? How far do some of those that Wahine have to travel?
Yeah. I think we were talking about this other day. Maybe Northland have a similar sort of challenge, but something that we embrace and we acknowledge is, I think, girls come from Taupo or Tongariro. So it's 2.5 hour travel for them every Tuesday and Thursday. But what we've done this year is try to spread our trainings out. So we're going to spend 1 week over in Whakatane, and then this week we've been in Longutaha.
Nice.
So Rotorua. So
Yeah.
just trying to mitigate some of that travel, but we also understand it's a challenge, but we just embrace it.
Yeah.
And we all buy in for the next volcanics. So just trying to put a performance out.
Just to let the viewers back home know, it's not professional rugby, is it?
Well, yeah.
No, it's not. That's we had a season launch on Wednesday night, a successful one. Always had to name drop Pat Ray because he loves the play. So we just we asked what the challenges were there, and we just said it was around financial and funding and resourcefully. We expected to be a high performance team, but some of those challenges are met by the Bay, and that's the same challenge all FPC faces. We have some good resources here, but it's still not at the level that we need to get our girls up to. So, yeah.
And like we know, the viewers out there would think you run out on your Saturday, you run out on your Sunday on Sky TV, just like the Steamers, that there is money being pumped in there. But we're letting you know right now that these ladies off their own backs, they're working 9 to 5s.
Yep.
They've got babies at home.
Yep.
They're then having to hop in the car, travel in all sorts of weather to go wherever, so they can wear the pride of the Bay Volcanics jersey. I'm standing correct here, aren't I?
You are.
And it's their petrol money. They're the ones driving themselves to be on to wear the honour of the Bay jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The prestige of it.
Yeah. So we just want to big shout out to all the girls out there who have to jump in their cars, chuck that $20 petrol into their tanks to make sure that they can get to the games. Big shout out to you girls. It's
Also,
not easy.
big shout out to my manager Megan and then our coaching staff and analysts. They do this for the love of it too, so they're spending time preparing the girls.
Good point. Yeah, good point. So yeah, and again, the volunteers that are working, it's a huge task, and a big shout out to those names that are appearing on your screen right there: Megan, Kate, Jamie, Alyssa, and Matt Wallace.
Matty.
Got them on board.
The legend, mate.
The legend.
Yeah.
How good. How
Keep an
good.
eye out for the scrums.
Yeah. What we got, and let's take a look at, so what's coming up, mate. We had a yarn before the show, we had a yarn the other day. You've got big plans coming up over the weekend. Can you just talk us through what's happening there?
Yeah, we're excited. We've had 3 sessions to build up to the game, so we're just excited to finally get out on deck against Hawke's Bay preseason game, 1 p.m. kickoff. So if you're around, come down to Longutaha Domain or Stadium as they call it, and just come support the girls and see what's on deck this year.
Yeah, nice. And what's so you're playing a full squad in your trial? Have you a few numbers not running out? What's the story? What's the go there?
We've got some injuries and a couple of girls away over in South Africa playing in the Black Prince 15.
Yeah.
And then also a couple of girls we're going to World Cup too, which we're really proud of, and something we'll embrace again, a word that we'll use heavily this year. Kate Henwood and Kelly Brazier. And then we've got Geordie Tihore and Luke O'Connor over in South Africa.
Yeah.
But we've got 27 girls on show this weekend, and we'll keep an eye out on our social media today, I think. Should be released.
Awesome. Well, we've just seen the schedule scroll in front of us there, Ryan. The last 2 seasons we've just formed the last hurdle of making that top 4. Is there anything you want to share with us of what you might do different of how to try and get that team into that top 4 for this year? Because some of those teams, they're pretty stacked sides.
Yeah.
Not to say your team isn't going to
be. We've spoken deeply about our identity and just our connection to who we are. And I think that's been maybe something that's missing from this region for a while, just our connection to the community, and a big focus for us, our community, culture, and connection. So just genuine and authentic connection. And we, I think the talent's here, like we spoke about before. The motor to play and the love and the passion for it. Girls traveling 2.5 hours. It's more about giving them the environment to turn up to. And the old Wayne Smith cliche of, girls need to feel good to play good. So yeah, build their trust first, and then we'll go out and run through brick walls for each other.
What I note in that schedule too is that the girls get to play at all 3 of our major venues, which is awesome.
Yep.
Steamers don't, but the girls do. I think that is awesome, mate.
Yeah. I think you talk about being underfunded and resource stuff, but these are the stuff we're really embracing and feel really blessed about. We get to play at major stadiums, Navigation Homes first up, then we've got Eden Park round 3, and the last round head down to Apollo Park down in Christchurch. So embracing that part of our campaign and looking forward to it.
Yeah, and great to see the game at Whakatane as well.
Yep.
Great to see the love being shown and the girls going back there, because a lot of the girls do come from around that area, don't they?
Yep.
Yeah. So awesome to see rugby, seeing FPC being played at Whakatane coming up.
That will be a big day too. We've got under 18s playing before us, boys and girls. So we should have a nice haka prepared for you as well. So
Awesome. Hey, also part of your role is campaigning for the 18s and 16 girls. How's that looking, and is that on track?
Yep, that's on track to go ahead, and I think we're excited to bring in a new game this year for the under 18s. Some connections down in Wellington. We've managed to hook up a game against Wellington under 18, so that will be a big fixture for them this year before they head into their Northern Region games.
Yeah.
And then that's with Chris Farah and his crew. And then we've got Timo Gardner running the cutter again with the under 16. So got consistency and cohesion.
Awesome.
With that, and the girls are getting some good nurturing through the pathway.
Oh, that's so good for our kōtero and our wahine coming through. Folks, before we crack in, just a big shout out to the Eastern Bay. They had their club finals last week, so congratulations to Opotiki, who took out the Premier grade, Matata that took out the senior grade, and also to Paroa that took out the senior B competition. So I know we finished a little bit earlier with our club comps, but big shout out to those Eastern Bay sides, and big congratulations to the 3 teams that took those ones out. We can see there's some other games coming up around the patch. Well, one of the coaches has just walked past us. He is leading the NAFA. They are taking on New Zealand Marist at Gretton at 2:00. So that will be a mouth-watering game. We believe there's 5 or 6 steamers that are on the wider that have been dropped down for the weekend to have a run. So that'll be a mouth-watering game. New Zealand Marist aren't slugs, so they're all the best Marist players from around the country, from the Marist clubs. So it'll be a great battle there. And also to the Tour. The Tour are also making their mark out on the paddock tomorrow. They're taking on the mighty Green and Whites of Manawatu down at Owen Delaney Park in Taupo, and that game kicks off at 1:00. So all the best, fellas, for those games. I know you'll do the Bay proud. And hopefully they've got a haka sorted for New Zealand Marist, because I know there will be one probably pumped back at them as they run out onto Gretton Marist's home ground, Gretton Park. So all the best for those games there, fellas, and we look forward to those results on Monday. Also, our squad announcement earlier in the week of our Bay of Plenty Steamers, a great looking side. They've just gone out over onto Blake Park to do some training. So some good-looking names on that sheet there, particularly with a few All Blacks thrown in there too, right? Pasi Tosi, and we've got Kurt Eklund back from Māori duty, and also Naitoa Akoi must be very close to almost getting that call up to their All Black side there. Aisaki Vakasiolo, back from under 19 duties at the World Cup. So good to have him back in the frame. Fortunately, he broke a jaw in a preseason last week. So waiting on results there to find out how long he's going to be out for. We've got Triple T, Richard Judd, some big name players there in the 9s, and a few super players coming back into the frame as well. So great looking side. Narohi Magabi Black back in the blue and gold there. So awesome to have him back in there.
Frank came back from the 20s.
Yeah. So lots of name players in there as they run out to take on Tasman. Here's our side here. Do you just want to quickly run through our starting forward pack there for us, Rai?
Yep. Number 1, Josh Barlett, 27 caps. Kurt Eklund, hooker, and I think captain. We've got Pasilio Tosi. We've got shout out to my guy, Naitoa Koi. We played at Marison Fest together. Good to see another familiar face. We've got Kaylan Felice. And then at 6, we've got Jacob Norris. Number 7, Vaveni Lathanga. Number 8, plugging Marison Petzola today, but a good son of Marison Petier, Nicola Broughton. And then the experience coming of Richard Judd. 10, Lucas Cashmore. And I think 11, we've got Cole Forbes, and then Fehi's jumped in the midfield there with Leroy Carter. Expect to see some big hits and some explosive carries as well. And then we've got Emoni Narawa back from All Blacks duty.
Big shout out to bro, 50th game.
And 50th game for the region.
How good.
Then Caleb to round off the starting crew.
Onto the bench there, number 16, Tain Kolossi, 17, Hariti Hatit, number 18, Tavita Mafaleo, number 19, Samesi Paya, fresh off winning a title with Whakarewa in the Prem Men's there. And number 20, Joe Johnson, the ever impressive Joe Johnson. He was my player of the season last year. 21, young Charlie Sinton. He's on debut. Looking forward to seeing him getting out there. We've got Tamman, 22, who is captain of the Tauranga Sports team in that Prem final. And also, as we mentioned, Norohi Magabi Black coming back after a couple of seasons away in jersey 23. Now we look at the Tasman side there. They are stacked to the hilt there. Players like Quinton Strange, Ethan Blackadder, Finlay Christie, William Havili, Macca Springer, David Havili, Levi Amor, Tava Nawai, mate. That's a Highlanders / Crusaders forward all over. How do you see this playing out on Sunday?
Well, just another thing. I spent a year down in Tasman as well, so I got to see a young 17-year-old David Havili play for our sub-union down there, Nelson, and he scored 4 tries on debut. So there's always something great coming out of him. It's good to see him reach the heights he has. But yeah, man, what a squad! It's going to be a ding-dong battle, and it's pretty much a super game. Yeah, really excited to watch this one, so see how it pans out.
The boys, and again, you get Mitchell Drummond down here in 21, Tony Nash down in 23. Like, there's players coming off that bench, but we've got to remember our boys last season, they will have memories of that final down in Wellington where they lost in the 100th minute, and they will be coming out firing. Tasman showed us a bit of a lesson last year in the wet down, I think it was in Blenheim off the top of my head. But I'm sure Waddy and the coaching crew would have taken notes, and they will be ready and firing all cylinders to go on a Marco hunt on this one. Big shout out, Amoni Narawa, 50th game for the Steamers. Great honour there. So congratulations, running out onto Tauranga Domain for the 50th. Huge honour for Amoni and his whānau and the Bay-wide community. So big congratulations, Amoni, for getting out there. And we've just, Brilly's just reminded us about Fehi as well, playing his Blazer game, Brilly? Yeah. Playing his Blazer game. So congratulations on that achievement as well. Nothing better than being presented with your Blazer for your representative province. So congratulations, Fehi, on that milestone as well. Let's take a look at some of the games coming up. Of course, 205. Make sure you get down to Tauranga Domain on Sunday. Get your blue and gold on and get them behind the boys in that one. We're definitely hoping we're going to hook a big markle and have a feast on Shark after match. And then coming up, away to Counties at Navigation Home Stadium, back home on the 16th to take on Canterbury. That is a double header against who you guys got?
The Counties one is a double header, and then next week as well, August 16th.
Oh, how good. That is so good. Love those double hitters, eh? You just can't beat them. And then Rotorua gets their game. It's a night game, 7:05 against Southland. So go and pack out Rotorua International Stadium and then down to Harbour. Up to Harbour. Following by, hopefully, Taranaki still have the shield so we can get a crack at that log of wood. And then it's back home for Battle of the Bays, which we can't beat at Tauranga Domain. That'll be an absolute fizzer of a day. Turbos down at Central Energy Trust Stadium in Palmerston North. Bay of Plenty taking on Waikato back at Tauranga Domain. And, of course, I reckon that'll be at Jerry Collins Stadium. What do you think?
Yep.
I think Wellington have moved on to Jerry Collins Stadium, get some spectators into the ground, taking a leaf out of Tauranga's book, and that will also be a repeat of last year's final.
Lost my insight there, so I don't know what's happening down in Wellington. But I'm sure they'll provide some good weather for us.
Nice. Hey, as you can see across the screen, there are some of our major sponsors of the Bay of Plenty Rugby. We've got some nice new kit that's just arrived in the boxes. So big thanks to Order Apparel for the new kit. But let's take a look at a couple of the back of jersey sponsors there: Cortec Floors, Cube, and Complete Traffic Services. They'll be running out on the back of those jerseys, as well as our epic sponsors there in Craig's and Caris. Awesome to have you guys back on board behind Bay Rugby. Generation Homes and behind the Volcanics.
Yep. Behind the Volcanics and the Steamers. I think I Rick campaign too, but they got a dunk it.
Cool.
Promotion next week, so next Friday. I think more details will come out on social media.
Yeah.
If you want to see some of your best favorite players, Volcanics and Steamers players get dunked on and drop into a bucket of water, then keep an eye out.
I reckon coaches should jump on that one as well.
I think I'm away that day.
Are you?
I would have done it, but
Yeah. So keep an eye out on social media. I did see an email come through my desk about that, and that looked pretty cool. So, keep an eye out on social media for that. Get along. I'm guessing there'll be freebies and all sorts given away because kids love that. But it's more about seeing your stars.
Yeah.
Love that shoulder-to-shoulder connection with the stars, getting a signature. There's nothing better than getting that. So keep an eye on social media for that. Again, our sponsors are rolling across the bottom of the screen. Check out our Instagram and also our Facebook page for all updates coming forward for the Volcanics, for the Steamers, for Toa, for NAFA, and all our age groups coming up. But it's an exciting weekend coming up, so get out there, get your blue and gold back on. We're excited. Volcanics, the Steamers, we're back into it, and I'm excited. This guy's definitely excited, and this office is excited to finally get the campaigns back out and running. So get out there, Bunnings, NPC, FPC, we're back for 2025, and we look forward to seeing you all at the game on Sunday. If you can't, we'll see you all back here on Friday. Roy, thank you very much for your debut appearance. Hopefully we can see you back here again on the screen talking about the success of our wahine. We'll give you the final word before we shut shop.
Yeah, just on that, I'm calling out all our supporters and family out there. We know there's a lot of you, but just jump on board. These girls are putting in the mahi, so hopefully give you something to be proud of. Again, our vision is to connect back to culture, community, and just form genuine connections. So if you have any engagements you'd like our Volcanic Seals to come out to, reach out. And then lastly, we'll finish on this. Come down to Longataha Domain tomorrow, 1 p.m. We'll kick off against Hawke's Bay to see your favorite Volcanics players play. Nice.
Get in behind the Knicks. And yeah, as I said, this man is absolutely fizzing at the bit to get the girls out in the blue and gold representing the Volcanics. That's all we got time for. Up the Knicks, up the Bay, and noho ora mai. Stay safe out there, folks.